Welcome to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show, where you get advice you can trust, from the latest real estate trends to the best mortgage rates, from curb appeal to home warranty. This is the show that will help you save and make the most money when it comes to buying or selling your most valuable asset. Now, here's your host, broker and founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty of Florida, Rick Kendrick.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Your Home Sold Guaranteed Radio. This is Rick Kendrick, and I'm with Carrie today. Hey, Carrie, we just got back from Orlando from our conference, and what'd you think of it?
I tell you, we always love going to real estate conferences, especially the one that is held annually in Orlando.
By the way, Carrie, not to interrupt you, but these are agents and brokers all across the United States, Canada, and even Europe that come to Orlando for this 4-day conference.
Yeah, and it's eye-opening to hear what other agents are experiencing in their various markets.
Yeah, the general feeling was that the market on a national level is down, correct?
For sure. Yes, a lot of them have experienced double-digit declines in their revenue.
The great thing about what we are part of as far as that conference is concerned is a group of people that take a negative and turn it into a positive. And through those 4 days, we found out ways how we could help our buyers and sellers either purchase a home or sell a home. So here's one thing that we took away from the conference. The big focus was like builders, right? Building new homes. So what are interest rates right now, Carrie?
Yeah, so as a way to combat the rising interest rates, which are now hovering, high 7, even low 8s, is to really take advantage of some of the incentives that the builders are offering in order to, address the inventory levels that they have, because they're very focused on unit sales.
Remember back in March when interest rates were 4.5% and 5%, 5.5%, and you were saying, hey, Rick, I'm going to wait for the interest rates to go down. Remember that? So listen, buyers, a second opportunity here for you, okay? And this is what we're talking about, is the builders in new homes. What they're doing is they're offering discounted interest rates for you to go out and buy a house today, a brand new house, and an interest rate of 4.5% and 5.5%, right, Kara?
Absolutely. So we are privileged enough to have relationships with builders all over the Southeast region, and we do consistently get into our email inbox these amazing special incentives that they're offering to home buyers. And obviously the big pain point right now is the interest rate. So they're really using these incentives to buy down the rate for the buyers.
Homes on the market right now, brand new homes are starting in that range of $431. That's a bottom line number, obviously, but still, think about this. I'm going to get you a chance here, buyers, to be able to take advantage of the situation. If interest rates are 8.5%, we can get you a new home, which we worked out with the builders, okay? We can get you in that 4.5% and 5.5% interest rate. Wouldn't you want to buy a house? And even in Port St. Lucie. Port St. Lucie has about 20 home builders. 36 communities under construction, about 458 homes that are currently available in inventory. Starting price is about $285,000. These are not bad homes. These are brand new homes that have all the ingredients of a new home, especially all the, what was the green thing that we were doing last week?
Energy efficiency is a big thing now with home builders. So these homes are built with the latest and greatest. So
buyers, you have a little competition coming into play here in this market, okay? And we're going to talk about this in our next segment. So just to let you know, iBuyers, all right? We're going to talk about a little bit about iBuyers. These are instant buyers, what I call institutional buyers. To give you an example, big institutional people are going in and going to these communities and buying large sections of the community for homes. They're buying the brand new homes, right, Carrie?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so there's one major institutional company that's going to be spending over $1.5 billion getting into these communities, buying brand new homes to rent them out in the long range. Because what they see, institutional people, what do they look at? They look at their return off their money, right?
Right, income.
And income is a big thing here. So they're thinking they can get like a 6 or 7% return off their investment. So buyers beware, all right? What we need to do is we need to get in there before they start getting in there and get the deal that you want. Get a brand new home, get in that range where we worked it out with the builders in that 4.5 to 5.5 range.
Yeah, and I think the rise of the popularity for the iBuyers and what's enabled them to, come in so quickly and rapidly basically take over the markets is the willingness of home sellers to leave so much equity on the table, which again, could be because the prices have risen so much that they have that room, okay? but 65% of homeowners actually are willing to consider selling their homes to iBuyers. And a study that was done over the summer, individuals, believe this or not, I couldn't believe it when I read it, they're willing to accept $45,000 less for their homes just for the convenience.
So we're going to talk about this in our next segment, navigating the iBuyer revolution. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of this, explain exactly what an iBuyer is. If you or anyone you know are considering to make a move, love the opportunity to interview for the job, give us a call at 561-901-3333. That's 561-901-3333 or rickhasthebuyers.com. This is Rick Kendrick with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty.
To schedule an appointment with Rick Kendrick to help you buy or sell your home, call 561-901-3333 or go to rickhasthebuyers.com. Rick will be right back with more of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show here on News Talk 850 WFTL.
So you need to sell your home and you're trying to figure out which agent to call? Let me make your life simple. Call my friend Rick Kendrick, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty of Florida. Hi, it's Jennifer. Rick is so confident in his marketing system to sell your home that he guarantees to sell your home at a price and a timeline that you all agree to, or he'll buy it for cash. On average, Rick sells homes 3 weeks faster than the average agent, and he'll get you 5% more than the average agent. Listen to Rich and Cindy's story. They were eager to capitalize on their investment property, so they enlisted the expertise of my friend Rick Kendrick to help them sell their Jupiter condo. After only 5 days on the market, Rick was able to bring them a buyer who willingly paid $10,000 over the asking price. The speed with which Rick was able to sell their condo over the asking price truly highlights once again Rick's remarkable ability to achieve outstanding results. Call him right now and schedule an appointment. 561-901-3333 or visit rickhasthebuyers.com.
Hi, I'm Eric Rosemary, branch manager at Cross Country Mortgage in Boca Raton. If you're deciding which lender to trust, whether you're purchasing or refinancing, I would love the opportunity to work with you. Over my 20-year career, I've helped close to 10,000 families buy or refinance the place they call home. Despite what you're hearing about interest rates, you might be surprised at what we can do for you. Let's talk. Call or text me at 954-312-3104 or visit rosemarymortgageteam.com.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home and would like to schedule an appointment with Rick, call 561-901-3333 or go to rickhasthebuyers.com. Now back to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show and your host, Rick Kendrick.
Welcome back. We're going to get into our segment here, especially talking about iBuyers and our guaranteed cash offer program that we have in place. One thing that we did pull out of the conference that we went to is that we want to be able to offer our sellers, our buyers, in particular our sellers, a definitive way to get out of their house. We're going to be able to offer you multiple cash offers, and we're going to go over that in a minute. But let's get back to the aspect of what an iBuyer is. What exactly is an iBuyer, Carrie?
So an iBuyer basically is an instant buyer, right? And what they're doing is they're using technology, okay, these algorithms that are basically going in and spitting out like an automated valuation of homes, and they're pretty much just making these offers sight unseen on these properties.
Yeah, and here's the thing. What sellers are looking for, the four major things that I think that they're looking for is convenience, certainty, speed, and the control of what they're going to do, their destiny, right? And that's what we can bring to the table also, right?
Yeah, so convenience is a big thing for folks nowadays, right? Like they don't want to have to prepare their home for sale. They don't want to make any repairs. They want to sell it as is. They don't want buyers coming through their homes. They don't want to be inconvenienced by open houses on the weekends. So this is a convenience play, right? Think about like what happened during COVID. And some of that still is even spilling over today. We can, rather than going to Chick-fil-A to get a $5 sandwich with a click of a button, buy a Chick-fil-A sandwich on our phones. It's going to cost us $10 to have it delivered. So your $5 sandwich just cost you $18, but people are doing it.
And they absolutely are. Do you think this was a product of COVID that brought this on?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's the reason why we're coming up with this situation of iBuyers going into the market, seeing an opportunity to purchase a home. In particular, Florida, a lot of people here have a lot of equity in their house. I spoke to a friend the other day. She was looking at a house at $100,000, say 6 years ago. Right now, it's worth $400,000, right? So those are the things that they look at. So what they can do is they can sell this place, right, and be able to get cash within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Right, and it provides the certainty that they're looking for, right? So they don't have to worry about whether or not the purchaser of their home is qualified. Let's say the person, you run the risk of them losing their job, days leading up to closing. All right, the financing could fall through. There could be, issues with appraisals. Right? With home inspection. So this whole iBuyer revolution, as we're referring to it here in this episode, is eliminating all of that hassle for sellers.
The great thing about, having institutional people, which incidentally, we need to go over our platform because I'm going to tell you, we cover all bases on this, okay? We get involved with these institutional or iBuyers. We have over 65 iBuyers ready to go to make a purchase on a home. So what we can do, Carrie, is that we can offer a traditional sale. We can offer a guaranteed sale, which we will guarantee if we can come to terms with the price and timetable. Number 3, we can offer an all-cash offer. Actually, we can offer a cash and resale offer to them. So no matter what, the seller's going to have an advantage. They're going to have a destiny where they can get out, right? Certainty.
Right, for sure. So with our Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty cash offer platform, basically what happens is a seller would go online and submit their address into the platform. And within seconds, we will have for you multiple cash offers. Okay. They range in prices. They're from a range of different institutional buyers. All right. And with a range of terms. So it gives the seller the flexibility to choose the scenario that best suits their needs.
And simply all you got to do is either text me or call me at 561-901-3333 or rickhasthebuyers.com. And I'll be happy to sit down with you one-on-one and talk to you exactly what we could do here for you. We can have this money for you as little as 3 weeks, right? All cash.
Yeah, for sure. And if that scares you, if you're listening, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be out of the house in 3 weeks. Of course, that would work out if you were maybe in a situation where you weren't living in the home, it was a probate or something along those lines. But if you are in a situation where you need the cash now, yet you want to have that flexibility to move at your convenience, we also have a lease back program as well. So you can go ahead and get that cash right now, and then you can lease the property back for as long as you need to make that transition into your next home. And it works really great for folks who are building a home and they have to wait for it to be finished.
It blends in so well for you to be looking. Just think about this, sellers. You would be able to get a 4.5% to 5.5% interest rate on a brand new home. You'd be able to get a majority of your cash right up front to put down on that new home, and then be able to lease back from the investor that buys that property from you, lease it back until your home is done. That's what you call certainty right there, right, Carrie?
Absolutely. And that's the nature of the business, right? And the technology that is going on in the industry right now. It's almost as if it's going to become the norm for folks just to go online and with the click of a button, have their house sold.
What I see here is that when we talk about builders, new builders will not take contingencies on anything, on their contracts. You got to walk in there with some money in your pocket, ready to go to put down, and they're going to give you a target date that new house is going to be done, and it's not dependent on you selling your place. So here, what we have as far as an opportunity for you is that we can handle this with you all in one scoop, right?
For sure, Rick. We have access to 60 plus buyers that are involved in this program. So why is it that we need to have access to so many buyers?
Well, here's the thing. When you hear somebody actually on the radio or television, what they're doing is they're singling out saying, I am the only investor on this situation to make an offer to you. What we want to do is give you a wide range of opportunity and variety to offer you a situation where you can look at any of these offers and pick one of them. You can even do a traditional offer or a guaranteed offer with the terms and conditions that we agree upon.
Yeah, so the iBuyers have what they refer to as a buy box, right? And so it is criteria, all right, that they're looking at your home whenever they're making the decision about whether or not to buy it. And it's based upon their investment goals and their preferences. So, for instance, some investors might prefer condos, or some might prefer homes and communities, so there's a lot of different variety of properties out there. So that's why we have reached out and established relationships with so many buyers in the market so that we can cover a wider range of properties. For instance, we get a lot of questions about, well, how high will they go, right? Like how much, if I have like a multi-million-dollar house, is this an option for me to reach out to an iBuyer?
Absolutely. And really, if you take the option of either getting your cash and doing a resale, you can get very close to market value on this.
Yeah, so just recently we did get an offer submitted on a waterfront property in Palm Beach County, and the iBuyer actually offered $2.9 for it, $2.9 million, which was very close to market.
Very close. In fact, actually, when we presented it to the seller, he elected not to do this, but he got 3.0 for the property, except he was on the market for another 4 weeks. He has to go through the inspection period. He has to go through the aspect of getting financing. There are a lot of things that go on when you go through the traditional route that a cash offer can take care of right off the bat.
Yeah, so if you're out there and you are seriously considering going this cash offer route, I tell you, this platform that we have is very amazing. I mean, Rick and I are so thrilled to be a part of it because it does give you the options. Like, you don't have to go online and, stumble upon a cash offer website and then wonder to yourself, well, who is behind this website? Like, do they actually have the cash in hand? Can they follow through on their commitments? And with our system, you can know with confidence that if they're making an offer on your property and you're willing to accept that offer, they're well capitalized, they can close quickly, they'll give you the flexibility that you need. These are as-is deals. You don't have to make any repairs to the properties, and there's going to be no appraisal.
It's definitely a game changer. And the factor is that offering something like this to a potential seller has an opportunity to open up their door, and where they want to go, they have a definitive way to get there within the next 60 days for sure.
Okay, so again, if you guys are interested in learning more about this program, all right, or maybe you want to just see what sort of offers these cash buyers are willing to make on your property, go ahead and text your address to Rick's phone, 561-901-3333. Okay, and we'll get the offers generated for you, and we'll just text you back a link, and you can take a look at the offers. Typically, we're seeing anywhere between 3 to 4 offers come back on the properties whenever we're submitting for offers. So again, the offers are straightforward. This is a transparent process. It's hassle-free. All right, you're under no obligation to take one of the offers, but you might consider it.
Again, it's not one offer. It can be 3 to 4 offers with options available to you. This is what we want to do. We want to be able to have you sit down, look at this in black and white, and say, hey, listen, this is the program I want to do. You may want to do the traditional route. You may want to do that. You may want to do the guaranteed sale route, okay, where we'll guarantee the price on terms and conditions that we agree upon. You may want the strict cash offer, or you may want the offer that says cash and resale, which gets very close to a market value. So after the break, we're going to be talking about our feature listing of the week, our buyers in waiting program, talk a little bit about your home sold guaranteed realty Go Sir Big mission. This is Rick Kendrick. We'll be right back.
To schedule an appointment with Rick Kendrick to help you buy or sell your home, call 561-901-3333 or go to rickhasthebuyers.com. Rick will be right back with more of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show here on News Talk 850 WFTL.
Hi, it's Jennifer Ross, and if you've been thinking about selling your home, you already know that the only agent that I would recommend to you is my friend Rick Kendrick. He's a broker and founder of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty of Florida. Now, what about the listener who would love Rick to sell but doesn't want to deal with the headaches of cleaning, staging, holding open houses, and all that other stuff?
Well, Jen, we have the perfect solution. First of all, we always like to make our traditional home selling process stress-free, but for the listener who doesn't want to fix up their place, who has inherited a home, or simply wants a fast, hassle-free sale, we can make them an immediate cash offer. And for that seller to get the most amount of money for their home.
Come on, you can do that?
Absolutely, Jen. We'll come right over, appraise a home, make you a fast, fair cash offer, and close as little as 3 weeks.
Cash in your hand, hard to beat it. Call Rick Kendrick right now, 561-901-3333. That's 561-901-3333, or visit rickhasthebuyers.com.
Hi, I'm Eric Rosemary, branch manager at Cross Country Mortgage in Boca Raton. If you're deciding which lender to trust, whether you're purchasing or refinancing, I would love the opportunity to work with you. Over my 20-year career, I've helped close to 10,000 families buy or refinance the place they call home. Despite what you're hearing about interest rates, you might be surprised as what we can do for you. Let's talk. Call or text me at 954-312-3104 or visit rosemarymortgageteam.com.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home and would like to schedule an appointment with Rick, call 561-901-3333 or go to rickhasthebuyers.com. Now back to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show and your host, Rick Kendrick.
So in this final segment of the show, we're going to be highlighting one of our listings that we do on a weekly basis. So listeners, if you're considering to make a move or you're interested in having one of your homes featured on our show, just let us know. We'd be happy to discuss this with you. We'll come over, give you a quick evaluation on it, give you some tips on what to do and what not to do, but we'll sit down with you, kind of go over all your closing costs. And on top of that, we're going to bring some cash offers for you. So just understand, we can do this for you right off the bat. So let's talk about our listing of the week. Our listing of the week is actually very north of here. Actually, it's up in Fort Pierce. Carrie, what is it, a 3-2?
Yeah, it's a great little unit. It's a 3-2. It's attached. It's a villa, single story with a garage, and the seller is asking $309 for it.
Wow, $309,000. This house is not but a year old, right?
Yes, yeah. So instead of waiting for the builder to be finished with a place, you can basically move right in. It's practically brand new.
Yeah, the sellers suddenly had a job transfer that they had to take on. So they're moving up to Tennessee. So that's the reason why they're selling. This is a great opportunity for you. You're in that $300,000 range. Buying a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, brand new home is exciting. So if you have any interest, just let us know, 561-901-3333. Also, Gary, our buyers in waiting. So we're starting to get a flux, more and more buyers coming in, sitting at the table with us, telling us exactly what they're looking for. Okay. And what they're doing is that not only are they telling us that they want to do this, right away, because they want to do this by year end, because they want to take advantage of homestead exemption. If buyers go ahead, buy a house today, they'll be able to take advantage of the homestead exemption, which is a tax advantage, correct?
Yeah, for sure. Declaring homestead is one of the benefits of owning real estate in Florida. So obviously the one that we most often think about is the tax benefits that we're saving. But it also offers some asset protection, and you can also sort of take advantage of what's referred to as saver homes. So the assessed value of your home can only increase by 3% per year. And it's interesting because I was just running a scenario earlier this week with one of our team members. They had asked me, how does the portability work and the save our homes work? And I had pulled up a home in North Palm Beach where the home seller had lived in the home for 30 plus years. And their taxes are only $7,000. Okay, so their assessed value is like $400,000 or $500,000, but their market value is actually $2.2 million.
Whoa.
That is the amount of increase in value that they've managed to enjoy over the years. So catch this: when the buyer buys that home, if the seller were to put it on the market, the property taxes would be over $40,000.
Wow, that's mind-boggling, isn't it? Thank you, Florida. It's only in Florida you can do this. So anyway, let me tell you about this buyer I got. This guy came in, sat at the table with me and says, Rick, listen, I'm tired of renting. I'm spending $3,600 a month on rent. I am approved for $650,000. But I want to live in Palm Beach County. I said, this is not an issue. So listen, if you're living in that area, of Lake Worth, the west end of Lake Worth, or Delray, in that $650,000 area, you got to give me a call. I got this guy. This guy's ready to go. He'll set the time wherever you want to leave. If you want to leave by, in a month or 2 months, he'll work with you on this. He just hasn't been able to find the right house. And that's the reason why he came to us, because he worked with 3 other agents, and they just could not find a house for him. And I said, hey, listen, come on into the office. Let's sit down, take down exactly what you're looking for. Now, what I'm going to be doing for him, is I'm going to be sending him not only off-market properties, but I'm going to be sending properties that are maybe company-owned, bank foreclosures, may even be new builds, and that's what it is. It could be a new build for him in that 4 to 5.5% range. So I'm really excited about this buyer. I know the next time we talk, I'm going to tell you the story how we got him a house. I'm pretty sure, Carrie. Hey, so Carrie, tell me about the Go Sir Big mission.
So Rick and I donate a portion of the income from home sales to various charities in our area. So this week, I'm actually going to mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to give a shout out to Big Dog Ranch Rescue.
Ooh. Yeah, we got one of those, didn't we?
What made me think about it is we went to Orlando this past weekend for a conference, And, there's the Airbnb and VRBO. So because we took our puppy dog with us, we did not check into the hotel where the conference was being held. We did rent a house through VRBO. And so, we brought our dog with us. His name is Gator.
Go Gators.
And we did adopt him from Big Dog Ranch, probably 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And he's just such a joy. And so I thought we would mention him. But so they have various charities, various charitable events that they hold throughout the year, fun events and that sort of thing. So if you get a chance, I would encourage you to support them if you can.
Yeah, it's a great charity. We went out there and picked out Gator. They got 30 acres out there. It's incredible. They got everything you could think of as far as puppies out there, and they're really great. So what I see, Gator runs the roost at our house. Okay, I mean he's the guy that gets all the loving. I'm become secondhand here, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. But here's the thing: I think Big Dog Ranch has a lot to offer anybody out there. If you're looking for a pup, this is where you go.
Yeah, so it's interesting because before we went out there, I just had in my head that it was all big dogs, but that's not how it is at all. They have dogs of all ages, all sizes that need homes. So I go stop by the ranch and see if you can find your new forever friend.
That's great. Hey, thank you for taking time to listen to us today. This is Rick Kendrick with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, serving the Southeast Florida coast. Our network extends all across the country and Canada. You can call me or text me at 561-901-3333. That's 561-901-3333, or Rick Has the Buyers. I would like to thank my special guest broker wife coming on today, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Tune in every Sunday at 10 a.m. at WFTL 850 News Talk Radio.
You've been listening to the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show with broker-owner Rick Kendrick. Heard every Sunday morning here on News Talk 850 WFTL. Rick's company name is his promise, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. To speak directly to Rick about buying or selling your home, call now to schedule an appointment, 561-901-3333. Or visit rickhasthebuyers.com. And mark your calendar to join Rick again next week at this same time for the Your Home Sold Guaranteed radio show here on News Talk 850 WFTL.